Whoa, that is so big. I can't believe how big that is. Here's how much money Rick Shiels makes on YouTube per year. I'm Dougie from the Golf Clan. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that red subscribe button and drop a comment down below. Doesn't matter what the comment is. Thanks so much for tuning into this one. We're gonna talk about money and how much the king of YouTube golf is making per year in ad revenue from his channel. So without further ado, let's jump into the numbers. This should be exciting. This should be really, really fun. I cannot wait to see what that number is. So first we're going to go to socialblade.com. Quite simply, we're going to type in Rick Shiels Golf and search that up. All right, so Rick Shiels Golf, Social Blade gives you a lot of different data points. We're gonna ignore most of them. I don't think that their earnings estimates are very accurate, which is why we're gonna just take one piece of it and then calculate it on our own. I know Social Blade has a calculator that you can use, but I like to do things by hand. I'm an old-fashioned type of person. So first we're going to look down to how many views has Rick Shiels received in the last 30 days. We're getting 11,941,430 views. So next we're gonna take that and we're gonna divide it by 1,000. And we're doing that because CPM is calculated per 1,000 views. And so that's kind of why we're doing it. And for those that are not familiar with what CPM is the cost an advertiser pays for 1,000 ad impressions. And every channel has a different CPM. For sports and entertainment channels, there's, I would say, more of an average type of CPM. In other channels, such as finance and money topics, you can get a much higher CPM. So we're going to assume that Rick Shiels has a CPM of $8. I think this is a very reasonable estimate, but we're also going to provide a low estimate and a high estimate. But the goal here is to share exactly how much I think Rick Shiels makes per year on YouTube, not to try to do any type of clickbait and say that Rick has a $40 CPM and let's just get some buku number that's really high and get a lot of clicks. That's not the goal. The goal is to try to be as objective as possible. And I've talked to other YouTubers. I've been in YouTube myself. I think that $8 is a very reasonable assumption for Rick's CPM. So now that we've divided his 30-day view count by 1,000, we take that number, which is 11,941.43, and we're gonna use that for some calculations here. So first we're gonna start with the $8 CPM amount. So we got $8 times 11,941.43 times 12, because there's 12 months. That gives us, whoa, a total of $1,146,377. That is crazy. I did not expect that amount at all. So now Google comes in and says, hello, Rick, I would like some money. Well, basically they just come in and take their 45% cut. So we're gonna take that number, multiply it by 0.55 to get Rick's take-home revenue, which is $630,507. Woo! That's a good little YouTube salary paycheck, considering that Rick makes money from a lot of different sources, YouTube ad revenue just being one of them. That's a very healthy, whew. I'd love to make 630 grand a year. All right, so that's our reasonable estimate. Next, we're gonna do a low ball of $4 CPM. And with a $4 CPM, we're gonna multiply that by 11,941.43, and then multiply that by 12 months to get $573,188.64. And then multiply that by 0.55, and that brings us to a total of $315,253. That's, whew, still not a bad YouTube paycheck for the year. Whew, okay, that's really solid. And then we're going to present a higher case scenario of $12 CPM. So assuming a $12 CPM, we're gonna multiply that by 11,941.43, and then multiply that by 12 months to get, whoa, $1,719,565.92. Sheesh, that's a mouthful. I almost couldn't even say that number, it was so big. And then we're gonna take that number and then multiply it by 0.55, since Rick gets to keep 55% of that YouTube ad revenue money and 45% goes to Google. So after we multiply that by 0.55, we get, sheesh, $945,761. That is wild. That's a cool $1 million in YouTube ad revenue And that's including Google taking its cut. Wow. So as you can see from this little experiment, the dollar amount that we select for CPM is so crucial. If it's a $4 CPM on Rick's channel, his take home is $315,000. If it's a $12 CPM on his channel, his take home triples to $945,000. That's a $600,000 per year difference just upon one little input. So CPM really matters. And that's why I've tried to be very reasonable in my CPM amounts. I've seen some other videos with some ridiculously high CPM numbers. This is grounded in reality and looking at what average YouTube channels make and knowing this is in the sports and entertainment space. This is not a channel that talks about credit cards. So I think somewhere in the $8 range is my best guess with a high case of 12 and a low case of 4. That's crazy. That is crazy amount of money that Rick has taken in as the king of YouTube. And the great thing about YouTube is that it just snowballs and grows and grows. And you know, if you were to 3 years ago have told Rick, hey, you're gonna go make a video with Ricky Fowler at Medalist in Florida, one of the most exclusive country clubs, most difficult places to get on. They don't allow any cameras, like none. That's where Tiger practices and plays. It's just, they don't allow any cameras. Ricky Fowler pulled some strings. He knows the GM there and said, you know what, we got to do it because I'm doing this collaboration with this golf YouTuber. If you were to have told Rick Shiels that 3 years ago, hey, you're gonna make this video with Ricky Fowler, he would have been like laughing you out of the room. So just amazing. I mean, the way that his channel's growing, and that is really, really cool to watch. So same too with the YouTube ad revenue, that money just snowballs. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. Again, I'm Dougie from the Golf Clan. Make sure to connect with me here and here, hitting the red subscribe button, and then dropping a comment down below. Comment can say absolutely anything that you want. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So thanks so much for watching. A little wife check here. Hey, babe. Sure. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. Comment down below, did that number surprise you at all? Or was it higher than you thought? Was it lower than you thought? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.